This is a great comment. And in my humble opinion, I just think that there is a lot of fear, a ton of fear mongering when it comes to marrying, divorce, all of that. Because, first off, it seems like every couple of weeks we see a celebrity going through some dramatic, god awful divorce. A lot of women grew up in single parent households, or maybe if they did see marriages, it was toxic. Maybe there was abuse, or people didn't get along, bad relationship with their family. Like, people come from broken homes. And so I just think that there is a legitimate fear that a lot of women have when it comes to the idea of submission, because in one instance, they probably didn't see what it looked like at home. In another instance, they associate that with being abused, with being controlled. And in my opinion, I just think there's a lot of women out there who just don't even trust men, who don't even think that there are good men out there who are worth being submissive to. Also, what I think what happens is that sometimes there are women, when they're young, they're submissive to the wrong guys. I don't say that you should just be submitting to just any old body. Like, you want to marry somebody who is worth submitting to. You want to marry somebody who has a good relationship with God, a good relationship with themselves, who is accountable, who has already proven that they are worth following. And if as a young girl you go and you submit to some pookie or submit to a guy who is abusive or bad, that happens to these young girls and that leaves them with like a sour taste in their mouth. And so I think there's a lot of different reasons why even this whole idea of submission can be so scary within the context of a relationship. And many of us are struggling, and many of us, I think, are reaping many of us are having a hard time because we are fighting against the laws of nature. We're actually fighting against what God intended us to do because we're afraid, or because we had bad examples, or because we're fearful of what it would mean to actually get in a relationship with a good person. This is just my opinion.